Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Margwas, and today we're going to be looking at some of the memory dumps for DLC 4. So over on the zombie subreddit, a guy named Spence Cool, I'll put his link in the description below, dug into the memory files of DLC 4 and made a memory dump, and he found some information that's quite interesting. First of all, we stumbled upon the fact that there will be Margwas to return in DLC 4. He had this whole big list of leaks and it was all filled with Margwas, so for instance it had DLC 4 underscore Margwa underscore jump underscore across underscore 192.ai, and it's a load of other random stuff that I don't actually understand myself because I can't read code that well. But again, if you go to the link in the description below, you'll see what I mean because he has links in his Reddit post himself. The second thing that he found was that there were going to be gateworms to return in DLC 4 as well. Now this doesn't surprise me that much because we have the one summoning key for Shadows of Evil Easter egg, and then we have the 4 gateworms from the other Easter eggs from the other maps that we have. Obviously we're going to need to use those gateworms and that summoning key for the Easter egg completion in DLC 4 for something like the nav cards were in Black Ops 2. But this, I guess, just confirms it. Here the code says DLC 4 / Genesis / fix underscore gateworm underscore slime dot underscore lantern. So by the looks of it, the gateworms are returning, and this might mean that we have to do more rituals in DLC 4. I hope we don't have to, because the rituals were a nice touch with Shadows of Evil, but they did get a little bit tedious, and I sort of hope that DLC 4 don't have rituals. But it's interesting that so far we got the Margwas and the gateworms both from Shadows of Evil to return in DLC 4. Now this next one is very interesting as well. We have in the codes DLC 4 underscore child underscore Takio underscore hair underscore and then a bunch of like letters and stuff. But a child Takio in the coding? I don't even know what to think about this. I mean, in the Origins ending cutscene we had Samantha, Eddie, which is Edward Richtofen but the younger version of, and nobody else. We didn't have Takio, we didn't have Nikolai or Dempsey or anyone else like that. We only had Eddie and Samantha. So having a child Takio is a bit weird, and it's also weird that he found a child Takio but not a child Dempsey or a child Nikolai. I mean, I don't know what sort of significance this could like bring to the table at this point, like a child Takio. I don't know how that could change things up, but it's also quite interesting that he actually found it in the code in the first place. And one last thing I want to talk about before we end this video, another Reddit user by the name of xspector underscore, I'll put his link in the description as well. He also did a little bit of searching around in the files and found this code that says AI underscore ZM underscore DLC4 underscore Margwa underscore React underscore ID gun. And the same again, but with the underscore pack at the end. Now we know from Shadows of Evil that ID gun in the code is the Apothicon servant. Obviously Apothicon servant is too big of a word to put in the code. ID gun is a lot shorter and it's a lot easier to read. So we know from that Margwa React ID gun actually means just the Margwa reacting to the Apothicon servant. When you shoot him with the Apothicon servant, he gets stunned a little bit. And there's the other one I was talking about a second ago, where it's the same again. You got AIZM DLC4 Margwa React ID gun pack, which I could only assume as to be the Pack-a-Punched ID gun. So basically the upgraded Apothicon servant. So hopefully we'll be able to see that, because we have been teased so much about the Apothicon servant. First of all, Jason Blundell said a while ago now to Noah J456 that it is not upgradable in Shadows of Evil. That got everyone thinking that we're going to see it in DLC 4, and it looks like that's going to happen. We also had Jason Blundell say very recently, after the release of Gorod Krovi talking to Mr. Dalek JD, that quote unquote, we have not forgotten about the Apothicon servant. We've been teased quite a few times about this gun, and I finally want to see it just come to DLC 4 because it's such an amazing gun, and to have it upgraded would just be the thing that I think most people in the community want to see right now. What I find crazy is the fact that so far we can expect to see the upgraded Apothicon servant and the staffs, and we're also thinking about Takio's katana, and there's so many other wonder weapons that people think are going to be in the map. DLC 4 is going to be crazy. If it's going to have all these wonder weapons and things, it also will probably be very hard as well. The Easter egg, I can't even imagine how it's going to go for DLC 4 either. I'm just so excited right now. If you like this video, then please make sure to leave a like rating and subscribe for more zombies content. I'll try and make some more about DLC 4 along the way before it releases in September. But for now guys, I'll see you next time. Peace out.